Can you tell us your name and what if you're from an organization?
My name's Laura De Leon, and I'm not with any particular organization. I just organized this on my own because this is my neighborhood, and I felt this was important to say here.
And why are you out here today?
I'm here because Black Lives Matter. The thing that set me off was the incident at Monte Vista High School where the black students were put on a kill list by other students at the high school. And I just thought, this can't be okay in my community. I cannot let any of the people in my community think that this is okay. And it's an issue nationwide, it's a big issue overall, but I wanted to stand up here and say, this is important.
And did you have a child that goes to school at Monte Vista?
She graduated the summer before the incident happened, but I still think of it as our high school.
And do you think it's significant that Monte Vista is such a coveted school for its education?
I think that gives the students a break from reality. They don't live in the real world, and you know, I think it's entirely possible that they didn't think they meant anything by it, and that's as wrong. That is incredibly wrong in and of itself. They need to know, the school needs to help teach them that it matters. It matters what you say. It matters what you do. And so I'm hoping that the community comes together and helps the district and the school, the students and the parents all realize this.
Do you think there's a culture of bigotry at the school or bias at the school?
I wouldn't have thought so, not in this sort of a way before that, but it is not a particularly diverse school in that it is primarily Asian with a non-trivial white presence, and other minorities just aren't there. So I would have said that, based on my daughter and her friends, that yeah, it's probably it's a good place to be. There's problems all over everywhere, but I wouldn't have thought that it was any worse than any place else. I would not have thought that something like this could happen there.
Do you think the staff there bears any responsibility for this?
I think the staff bears responsibility for the response to the incident. The fact that nothing was made public until after one of the students' parents announced a lawsuit, but at that point the district came and said, yes, we're going to do some education next year. A year after the incident leads me to think that they did not take it seriously enough at the time. That, yes, I can understand that the school cannot control everything that the students do, but they do have to respond to it, and they have to respond to it in a way that lets the community know that what kind of behavior is appropriate and what is not within the community.
Have they taken action subsequently?
They came out with a statement that said appropriate action has been taken and that there will be a community education next year. I have no idea whether the action towards the individual students was appropriate or not. I can understand they have limitations in what they could say, and I would have thought the education was appropriate if it had been done within a month of when the incident happened as opposed to within a year.
And so is this the first rally you've done or first event you've done?
I did a test event with just people I knew directly about a month ago, about a half a mile from here, just to kind of see how would this work in the community. This one I made a little bit more public to be shared out among other people.
And do you plan to do additional events?
I hope so. I haven't made any specific plans, but yes, and maybe not in the same spot, maybe moving to other places in the community. I've heard about a incident in Sunnyvale that was just a one person, not a institution, but maybe that's another community that could use some signs being held up there. Certainly there's other places in Cupertino that could as well.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you very much for being out here and also for doing this interview with us, and hopefully we see you again at other events supporting the cause.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dave Ryanson. I'm here, I'm assistant.
Okay. And what are you doing out here?
I'm standing up for equality, standing up for peace and justice, and reminding people that Black Lives Matter, that you can't take people for granted.
Yeah. So I just want to say that I saw you at the Jimmy Dore show. So you're a comedian, and so are you a political comedian like Jimmy Dore, or are you?
I'm a comedian. I talk about politics because it's part of my everyday life, as it is everybody's.
And so you talk about political issues in your shows, and you also come out to political events. Do you think that's common with a lot of people in show business, that they actually hit the streets?
Yes, I think so. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's a higher percentage than anybody else, but they get more publicity. So I would hope that people of celebrity note, and I'm not, stand up more because they have more power. More people are going to listen to them, whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah. So do you have a political affiliation? Like, are you with the political party, or?
I'm not with the political party. I'm registered as an independent voter, so I'm not registered with any parties.
Yeah.
So I mean, the problem in America isn't just the Republicans; it's the Democrats as well. I mean, they're just a smoother version of the Republicans, and it's up to us, the people, to kind of change things.